where giants meet the sky. Yourself walking through the heart of California's Sierra Nevada, a place where nature's sheer power and beauty leave you breathless. Welcome to Sequoia and Kings Canyon National Parks. The air here feels crisp, almost magical, as you gaze up at the towering sequoias that seem to touch the sky, with some rising over 275 feet. These colossal trees have not only survived, but thrived for thousands of years, standing tall as silent witnesses to centuries of change. Beneath these natural giants lies a rugged landscape, with canyons plunging over 8,000 feet into the earth. Here, the struggle for survival plays out everywhere, yet life endures, balancing strength with grace. This is nature at its rawest, from rivers carving through deep valleys to alpine meadows bursting with color. Every creature, from the smallest insect to the largest predator, fights to exist in perfect harmony, showing us that even in the wildest places, life finds a way to flourish. Beneath the towering sequoias, another world exists, a world of silent battles, where predators and prey are locked in a daily struggle for survival. Mountain lions move through the shadows, masters of patience, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Mule deer, always on high alert, try to remain unseen, knowing that even the smallest noise can betray them to their predators. Meanwhile, black bears roam the forest, searching for food to sustain their immense size. These adaptable omnivores are always ready to take advantage of whatever the forest offers. Beneath the grandeur of these trees, nature's drama unfolds, reminding us of the constant tension between life and death in the wild. Sequoias, the timeless giants of the forest and the arid foothills. Sequoia trees are not just massive in size, they're living, breathing connections to the distant past. Imagine standing beside one, like the famous General Sherman, which towers over 275 feet and has been alive for more than 2,000 years. These trees are like nature's time capsules, with their thick bark, sometimes up to 3 feet, serving as armor, protecting them from fire, insects, and disease. This resilience allows them to endure for centuries, making them some of the planet's most impressive life forms. Beneath these giants, an entire ecosystem thrives. From tiny squirrels gathering sequoia seeds, to birds nesting in their massive branches, and even black bears foraging for cones. The sequoias provide nourishment and shelter for countless species. These trees aren't just part of the forest, they are its very heart, supporting life in all its forms and creating a delicate balance in this unique ecosystem. As the towering trees fade into the distance and the elevation drops, you're greeted by a seemingly barren landscape. Yet, life here is anything but absent. The arid foothills, with their dry air and rocky soil, support a tough community of plants and animals, each perfectly adapted to survive in these harsh conditions. Oak woodlands and drought-resistant grasses blanket the hillsides, while sturdy Jeffrey pines cling to the rugged terrain. But the real stars here are the predators of the sky. Take the red-tailed hawk, for example. With its sharp eyes and powerful wings, it soars high above, scanning the ground for any sign of movement. In just seconds, it can spot a scurrying rodent from over 100 feet away, diving down with incredible speed and accuracy to catch its prey. In this ecosystem, every creature has learned to adapt. Survival here means mastering the art of resilience and making the most of limited resources. Life in the frozen peaks and a hidden world beneath the surface. High above the forests and foothills, towering at over 10,000 feet, the alpine tundra greets you with a landscape both breathtaking and harsh. For most of the year, this frozen world is blanketed in thick snow, with frigid temperatures that drop far below freezing. Only the most resilient species can call this place home. Among these hardy creatures is the Sierra Nevada bighorn sheep. These animals have evolved to survive in such extreme conditions. With thick woolly coats to protect them from the icy winds and powerful legs to climb steep cliffs, they are well equipped for life in the high peaks. Their large, sturdy hooves give them an incredible grip on the slippery, rocky surfaces, a key advantage when predators like mountain lions roam nearby. For these sheep, survival isn't just about strength, it's about endurance. In this environment, where food is scarce and the cold is relentless, only the toughest can thrive. While the towering mountains and giant sequoias above ground are impressive, an entirely different world lies hidden beneath your feet. Limestone caves, like the famous Crystal Cave, were formed over millions of years by water slowly carving its way through the rock. Inside these caves, you'll find glittering stalactites and stalagmites, natural formations that tell the story of the Earth's ancient past. These caves are like nature's time capsules, preserving evidence of prehistoric life through fossils embedded in the cave walls. But the caves are more than just geological wonders. They also host a variety of unique species, such as the Crystal Cave centipede, which can't be found anywhere else in the world. Bats also take refuge in these dark, quiet spaces, using the caves as safe havens from predators above ground. The limestone caves are a vital part of the park's ecosystem, supporting life in ways you might never expect. Hidden deep underground, they offer shelter, food, and a safe retreat for many species, making them an essential, yet often overlooked part of the Sequoia and Kings Canyon National Parks. The lifeblood of the park, rivers and glaciers. Flowing through the heart of Sequoia and Kings Canyon, rivers like the Kings River and the Kaweah River act as the park's lifeblood. These rivers snake through deep valleys, fed by glaciers high up in the Sierra Nevada mountains. They are a crucial source of water, supporting a wide range of species, from aquatic creatures to the wildlife that depends on their fresh waters. During the scorching summer months, the meltwater from glaciers like the Darwin Glacier becomes even more vital. It's often the only source of hydration for plants and animals during this dry period. However, these glaciers are shrinking at a worrying pace due to rising global temperatures. As they recede, the rivers begin to dry up, threatening the delicate balance of life within the park. The vibrant ecosystem and the growing threat of climate change. Sequoia and Kings Canyon are home to a stunning variety of life. Within the park, over 1,300 species of plants and 300 species of vertebrates coexist in harmony. Some of the park's most iconic animals include black bears, mountain lions, mule deer, and the endangered Sierra Nevada bighorn sheep. But while these large mammals are impressive, the real magic of this ecosystem lies in the smaller, often unseen interactions between plants, insects, and birds. Every species, from the smallest pollinator, buzzing between wildflowers, to the towering sequoias, plays a crucial role in maintaining the health of this wilderness. It's an intricate web of life, where every connection matters. This balance has remained stable for thousands of years, creating a thriving, vibrant ecosystem. The effects of climate change are casting a long shadow over Sequoia and Kings Canyon. One of the most visible signs of this change is the alarming retreat of the glaciers that have sustained the park for centuries. The Darwin Glacier, for instance, has lost more than 55% of its area in just the last 100 years. As these glaciers shrink, the rivers they feed are beginning to dry up, leaving species like the mountain yellow-legged frog and the Sierra Nevada bighorn sheep struggling to find water. The changing climate is also shortening the winter season, leading to less snowfall and making the park more vulnerable to droughts. With these changes come new challenges, as the delicate balance of the ecosystem is increasingly put to the test. The future of Sequoia and Kings Canyon's wildlife is becoming more uncertain, and the impacts of climate change are impossible to ignore. Wildfires, the new reality. Fire has always played a vital role in the Sierra Nevada's ecosystem. For centuries, small, controlled fires would clear out dead vegetation, allowing new growth to flourish and returning essential nutrients to the soil. These fires are also crucial for the survival of the sequoia trees, which rely on the heat to open their cones and release seeds. Without fire, these giants of the forest might never reproduce. However, in recent years, climate change has transformed these natural, beneficial fires into dangerous infernos. Rising temperatures and prolonged droughts have made the forest drier and more susceptible to large, uncontrolled wildfires. One of the most devastating examples of this was the SQF complex fire, which raged through Sequoia and Kings Canyon from 2020 to 2021. It burned through nearly 20% of the park's sequoias, leaving behind a path of destruction and devastation. These fires are no longer part of the natural process of rejuvenation. They are threatening the very existence of these ancient forests. As global temperatures continue to rise and droughts become more frequent, the risk of larger and more destructive fires increases. putting not only the trees at risk, but also the park's wildlife, plants, and visitors. The silent threat and the fight to protect a fragile ecosystem. While nature is battling the visible forces of climate change and wildfires, it is also fighting a quieter, yet equally destructive force: human intervention. Each year, millions of visitors come to Sequoia and Kings Canyon to witness the beauty of these iconic landscapes. But with every footstep, every vehicle, and every campsite, humans leave their mark on this pristine wilderness. Animals like the black bear and mountain lion are being forced further into the forest as their natural habitats are disturbed by the noise, lights, and presence of people. The constant traffic on the roads and trails disrupts the delicate balance of the ecosystem. Even places like Crystal Cave, which was once a serene sanctuary for bats, are now filled with the sounds of human activity, changing the very nature of these sensitive environments. Beyond the direct impact of visitors, pollution from California's Central Valley also creeps into the park. Airborne pollutants are carried by the wind, damaging the once pristine air quality and contaminating the waters that are so vital to the survival of the park's plants and animals. The impact of human activity is far-reaching, and while it may not always be visible, it is a growing threat to the future of Sequoia and Kings Canyon. Despite the challenges posed by climate change, wildfires, and human impact, there is still hope for Sequoia and Kings Canyon. Conservation efforts are actively working to protect the park's most vulnerable species and habitats, ensuring that this fragile ecosystem can survive for future generations. One of the key strategies has been to limit tourism in sensitive areas, such as the ancient sequoia groves and Crystal Cave. By reducing the number of visitors in these locations, the park can minimize the human footprint and preserve these delicate ecosystems. Additionally, air quality monitoring stations have been set up to track pollution levels. This data is crucial in helping conservationists understand the impact of human activity on the park and develop strategies to protect it. Remarkable success stories in the park is the recovery of the Sierra Nevada bighorn sheep. Once on the brink of extinction, these incredible animals are slowly making a comeback thanks to extensive relocation efforts and habitat protection programs. Conservationists have worked tirelessly to protect their natural habitats and ensure that these animals have the space they need to thrive. A legacy worth protecting. The natural beauty and ecological diversity of Sequoia and Kings Canyon National Parks are unparalleled, but they are also incredibly fragile. Every step taken by visitors, every action by conservationists, and every decision made by park officials contributes to the future of these parks. Sequoia and Kings Canyon are more than just scenic landscapes. They are living, breathing ecosystems that have supported life for thousands of years. Now, the responsibility to protect them falls on all of us. Have you visited Sequoia and Kings Canyon? Share your stories and inspire others to cherish and respect these natural wonders. Every effort, no matter how small, can make a difference in preserving these parks for future generations. Remember, protecting these parks isn't just about limiting human impact. It's about actively supporting conservation efforts, respecting wildlife, and ensuring that these ecosystems remain healthy and thriving. Together, we can make sure that future generations will have the chance to walk among the towering sequoias, explore the hidden caves, and witness the raw beauty of nature in one of its most powerful forms. If you haven't yet experienced the magic of Sequoia and Kings Canyon, now is the time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more breathtaking adventures into the wild places of our world, where nature's most incredible stories are waiting to be discovered.